to the movies with Netflix. nflx did a few podcasts actually on covering Netflix, Fang. Last one I think was November 19th. November candle right here. So some time has moved on. I had it entering stage 4 territory. Let's see how this evolved, how the chart morphed. All right, monthly defined breakout line. So until we get back to 391, this is a no touch. Until you're above the 12-month moving average, no touch. Tweezer tops or close to tweezer tops right here, far out from the 12-month moving average, signs that you've extended yourself too much. Sellers say, that's too high price, go back down, get another shot, can't even get close, get in that zone, and then get sucked back below 12-month moving average, tries to go back above, no, comes back down, and the next month, not even back down, buyers coming in. But what's happening here? Oh no, the buyers are coming in. The price action is happening below the 12-month moving average. So you see it's going to start flattening. And the next month, if you stay up under that 12-month moving average, is going to start flattening and going down. And then you're in a downtrend. So pullbacks, going to be pullbacks, not reversals. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Downtrend on the monthly candle chart. So then when you go and zoom in on the weekly, those pullbacks, you wait for them to complete, and then you sell into strength. If the weight of evidence is still there, if the sector it's in is still underperforming the SPX, if the index it's in is still declining, it's not entering stage 1, all of that. Okay, monthly defined breakout, nothing to see here. So when you go in an uptrend, it's hard to find. I'm looking for a close to see where my support is. I had it previously right here. I kind of used that a small candle as potential support. But ideally, you want to find a close, a red candle close. So you go down, and the price action was going down that day or that month. And the buyers came in. They say, no, that's the price that we think it's important. And the more it's tested, the more I think that's strong support or resistance, like right here. See, nice sideways move. Test once. When you go up, it's a green candle. Test once. Can't do it. Test 2. Test 3. And test 4. Look at that after the move you had after that. So that's support. That was resistance turned support. And now you have natural support right here. This is the red candle closes. That's natural support. Oh, no, Pat. Control Z. Natural support here. I don't like it. I like multiple tests. Okay, that one's too much. So I had this line here. I'm not quite sure if that would have been appropriate, or if really the big pattern here is. Hey. What? Sorry. There you go. I'm gonna zoom in on the weekly, see if there was some support defined here. Or else the next real support we have is right here, guys. This is the wall, previous resistance and support, and then all the way down to this natural support. And then you have this other section right here. Okay, so we're gonna get out here. All right. Remember, draw those lines because you want to expect bounces off those on the weekly, off that monthly defined. Okay, so I have weekly defined support here, Here's my monthly definer where I thought I had monthly defined support, but it's also right under its weekly defined support. And let's see how overall this looks like. Underperforming the SPX. Oh, Ninja Sword Strike. Yeah. Big candle move down, 9.5% for that week. Huge red volume, and that is hard to overcome, guys. And that's why that's another trap. When you see these red candles, huge red candles, and the price action goes back down and starts pulling back up, and it's we're back in, guys. This is a lot of damage. So for you to overcome those highs that were just before these huge red candles, huge red volume, that was the market telling you something was wrong. So this is like a rally that's very hard. It needs a lot of energy just to get there and to overcome previous highs. That's not how you want to start off that run. You're going to need nice sideways move to fix that problem, but you don't want huge red candles like that. Twice the average of the previous 4 weeks. It's intense. So we had a contraction of volume on the pullback, still above the 30-week moving average, but the further away in a cycle, in a stage, you get these piercing of the walls of you had a close below 30-week average, you had a big red candle on a down day, and the more advanced you are, it's not inclining as much. It's starting to flatten. You're starting to hog the 30-week moving average. You had that price action far above. These are warning signs that you're starting to slow down that stage too, guys. And eventually, well, what happened is you made lower highs, went back below 30-week average, entered stage 3. You see here, it's not green anymore. That means the one of the 3 conditions. Either you're not underperforming this, or you're not overperforming this SPX anymore. You're below 30-week average, or the 30-week average is declining. And after that one turns red, you have all 3 conditions: underperforming the SPX, declining 30-week average, and price action below. And already here was giving you signs that you weren't overperforming the SPX anymore. Having a hard time right there. Okay, price action goes back down, closes. So now we have a weekly, even if I had the difficulty identifying my monthly defined breakdown line. Right here, we had a weekly defined breakdown. No, not this one. Because you're still above the Ichimoku cloud. Broke down, went back up, but you still want, it's not an A++ setup. You still want to wait. You still want more evidence that that's not going to pop back up. You want to get out of the Ichimoku cloud. Price action goes back down. And look at that. The Ichimoku cloud sucks it back up all the way to what I thought was monthly defined support, but it's also weekly defined support right here. Can I move that? Right here. Oh. Right here. Weekly defined support, now turn resistance, tries to go back up, can't close above it, goes back down, and now that's when it gets our attention. Sideways move here, close below weekly defined breakdown line. Lots of levels, guys, lots of levels. Pat. Hey. What's happening? Oh man, I don't know what's wrong. Something's wrong. Take that out. Below that weekly defined support, trying to close back up. Can't make it above that previous support. Turn resistance. And all that's happening with contracting volume. On those green days, red days, higher red volume. Look at all those lines I drew. So Netflix, definite stage 4 right now. You're out of the cloud, especially this candle. Last week's candle was really the move. You're out of the cloud. Is this going to continue to try to pull back up to this more important breakdown level? And then you get a better risk to reward entry right here. That's the way I could probably see it, guys. Or it could continue straight down and bounce off that monthly defined support. And then here would be your entry right here when it bounces back and tries to go back above this weekly defined support, turn resistance, and maybe 30 average could be a little closer. So definite stage 4 for Netflix. It was at the beginning of stage 4 in November right here. I had it, but it decided to go through the cloud. It's out of the cloud. The cloud wasn't able to bring that price action back up. And remember, the more time you spend below, the more it's going to decline, the more the pullbacks are going to be simple pullbacks. Trying to go back on the monthly. Oh man, my scribbles. Ooh, all drawing tools. And what I want on the monthly is I really want to see it's turning, flattening, and going down. That's probably the last piece of evidence that's not going to make me want to enter short Netflix right now. Let it play out a little bit. Let a few weeks add. Let a candle add. Let that 12-month earning average turn down. And we're going to see if those two scenarios I imagine on the weekly are they going to happen. Are we going to bounce back up right now? Are we going to bounce back up right now to... Pat, why did I do that? Where are my lines? Weekly defined breakdown lines. Am I going to bounce back here and then down, or go down to my monthly defined support? I think it was down here, and then bounce back up. Either case, let's just wait a little bit, see which case happens. But you're going down, Netflix. Ciao, guys.